y'all. Folding clothes, putting on my laundry. Excuse me if I'm really hard, I'm out of breath, but I had an epiphany and I just wanted to share with y'all. I was thinking about how life really comes at you full circle. Like how, you'll literally be in the same circumstance again and you have a different opportunity to make a new decision in the same scenario, which is just crazy, but it's not, because we're all connected. This life, if you believe in karmic cycles, you can go on the same cycle over and over again. But I think a lot of times when you break that cycle, it happens one last time and it gives you an opportunity to make a different decision. And so this came from on my podcast. I just shared my spiritual awakening story. If you haven't checked it out, click the link in my bio. Share out episode 2, my spiritual awakening story. These clothes aren't gonna get pulled up until I tell this story, so we'll just wait. Last year, I've deconstructed and unlearned a lot of things attached to Christianity. And like in the past 6 months, I've no longer associate myself with church or Christianity or say that I'm a Christian. And so I find myself back in this same cycle for my business. So when I was a Christian, I had a coaching business as a self-love coach, self-care coach, and a purpose coach on different various occasions to help women love themselves, take care of themselves, and find their purpose within God. But I use Christian and biblical based principles. So basically I just prophesized and created blueprints for them based off of me hearing from God, which is so funny because we know mysticism resides in Christianity. And so I used my clairvoyance and my clairaudience to create workbooks, to create plans, to create workshops, and to host, meetings with clients to give them perspective. Basically divination, but the Christian version, right? And so now I'm in a new circumstance after I've healed myself and deconstructed that I'm back to right on schedule too for my purpose I launched Asha's Garden, and I most recently launched a community on Patreon. Check it out. It's called the Asha's Garden Spiritual Wellness Community, where I am offering services to also provide you guys with context to help you grow spiritually. Different mission, but also using the same gifts, right? So you see what I'm saying? So I'm back in this position of being some type of spiritual guide, spiritual coach, giving you guys information using my gifts. And I just thought it was so funny because although Christianity is completely different from, spirituality, there's similarities, right? Like there's mysticism in church as much as there is in spirituality in general. I'm getting off topic, but I said all this to say that sometimes you get a new opportunity to make a different decision. It might feel like the same cycle because it probably is, but it's showing up differently. But use this as an opportunity to make a new decision. At the time when I was a Christian trying to hold space for people and be a coach, I was fully in it, but I wasn't showing up as my authentic self because as a Christian, I was also gay and I didn't feel like I could fully be myself. I didn't feel like I could get Christian clients by telling them that I was gay. So I felt like I had to hide that. And so I truly believe that cycle continued. My business didn't fully thrive to the most capacity that it could because I wasn't showing up as me. And so I was trying to get clients that were not aligned with me. So as people in this earth, our birthright is to be showing up as our authentic self so we can fulfill our purpose. And there's people that are attached to our purpose. And so how can I get the people that are divinely aligned with me if I can't be my divine self, right? So now I'm back in this predicament where, I had a spiritual awakening. I'm no longer a Christian, but I'm back to fulfilling my purpose in business as a spiritual coach. And so now that I can truly be my authentic self, the person that I couldn't be in Christianity, I can be freely now. And so now that I'm a divinely aligned with myself, I can now really start helping people that are divinely aligned with who I'm called to be. And so now I have a new opportunity to speak my truth 100%, speak about my experiences and be myself 100%. And really be able to help people. So if you are finding that you're in the same cyclical cycle again, and maybe the difference is the version of you. So the version of me that I went on those various cycles of being a coach were the same, maybe new strategy on how I approached it, but I was the same person trying to do the same things and get the same results. Self-love coach, purpose coach. I don't know what other type of coach I was. I was still trying to help people, but I didn't change who I was. But now that I'm a different version of myself and I've healed, I'm going to start getting better results. Now I can pour into people from my authentic self and not hide myself. So if you find yourself in a cycle of the same relationships, maybe you keep dating the same toxic dude or different versions of this dude, and you still haven't changed yourself and you're kind of trying to do different stuff, but you're getting the same results, it's time to start healing. And if you healed your heart and you're now in another relationship, it doesn't feel the same, you know, it's completely different, but you might see similarities. It's a new opportunity. Now that you are new, you're a different person now to make different decisions and see as a different perspective. Because I think what we don't realize is that although we may be the same person, we're not the same version of ourselves. That version of you from the past made those decisions that she made because for whatever reason. Now that you're a new version of you, you can make better decisions so that you can get those better results. But I just came up here to share my story because I feel like there's somebody out there that feels like they're in the same shit again. Although they healed, they're scared and they feel like they can't make a decision because it's going to turn out the way that it did in the past. But I came here to tell you that it won't. You're new, you're better, you're the best version of yourself that you could ever be in life. You healed. So that relationship, that job, that business, that risk that you want to take, it may feel familiar, but that pain, because of the pain that was attached to the previous circumstance that felt the same, but the results are going to be totally different. Lean away from the pain and lean into that, just lean into bliss, if that makes sense.